Even before COVID started, if you were not going to the gym but was paying a gym membership, cancel that, okay? Cut the non-essentials. Hey everyone, it's Andrea here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am starting a new series called Financial Fridays. Now I know that you're asking, what is Financial Fridays? And well, it's a new series that's for people looking to enhance their financial habits and ultimately gain financial freedom. So what better way to start out than saving? Yes, today we're going to talk about 10 money saving tips to get you well on your way to financial freedom. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and rate, comment, like, share, all those good things, and let's get to it. To get started, tip number 1, of course, is create a budget. How are you going to start saving if you don't know how much money you have coming in and how much money is going out? So of course, we need to start with the basics. Create a budget. Now, if you want a video on how to create a budget, I can definitely go ahead and do that. Let me know below in the comments. In the meantime, I will let you know that there are several tools that you can use to create a budget. Either you can be old school, you can use a Google Doc. That is actually what I personally like to use. There are so many apps out there, such as Mint, that you can use. So yeah, just start a budget. Done. Moving on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is cut the non-essentials. Now, you know what the non-essentials are. And I'm not talking about the little Starbucks here and there, but yes, those add up. I feel like whenever you read those money blogs, they're like, cut the Starbucks that you drink every day and this and that. But it goes beyond that. I'm sure there are so many subscriptions that you have that you do not use. Okay, let's list off some subscriptions. There is Spotify, Apple Music. There's that gym membership that you probably haven't used. Right now we're in COVID. I really hope that if your gym is closed, I really hope that they stop taking money out of your account. But in case they didn't, definitely check into that and cancel. Before COVID started, if you were not going to the gym but was paying a gym membership, cancel that, okay? Cut the non-essentials. Whatever you're not using, whatever subscriptions are slowly taking money out of your account every month, and you'd be like, oh man, I meant to cancel that, and then 3 months go by and they're still taking your money. Let me back up for a second because I know I listed some subscriptions that a lot of us probably do actually use, like Spotify, Apple Music, etc. But beyond the gym membership, let me list some other ones, okay? There is HelloFresh. There is Fabletics, I believe. Those two are the type that you can easily forget to cancel, and like you get the HelloFresh box. At first you're excited about it, you cook the meals, and then all of a sudden the food is going to waste. Get rid of it. Fabletics, honestly, I've never even subscribed to that, so I can't even really speak on it. But you get the point, okay? If you have subscriptions that you are not using, cut it out. Moving on to tip number 3, which is pay off debt. Now, I know there's tons of debt. There's credit card debt, student loan debt, mortgage debt. We could keep going. But I'm going to focus on the high interest debt, which is typically our credit cards. Credit card interest rates could be up to 24%, which is ridiculous, okay? So if you have credit card debt, pay it off immediately, because that extra $100, $200, $300, whatever that payment is that you're making monthly, could go to your savings. So pay off the debt as much as you can, and once you pay off the debt, the money is yours. Tip number 3 leads perfectly into tip number 4, which is reduce credit card usage. Now, I don't know about you, but for a lot of people, having that little plastic card suddenly makes it feel like you have more money than you actually have. You got $20 in the bank, but the credit card says you got $5,000. I'm making up these numbers. But you get my point. Basically what I'm saying is the credit card suddenly makes you spend more money than you actually have. And if it doesn't, it gives you that opportunity. So what better way than to limit your credit card usage or just eliminate it altogether? Now, some financial gurus might say you should not eliminate credit card usage completely, but honestly, you could set up a recurring payment with that credit card and still keep it active. So this is what I mean. I talked about your gym membership earlier. So this is what you do. You personally stop using the card. However, you have your gym charge your card monthly for your gym membership. You will pay that off monthly, full balance every single month, and then there you go. You are no longer using the card except for your gym membership. Don't touch it. And then you limit your credit card usage. It's a win-win. Moving on to tip number 5, which is a pretty obvious one. Increase your income. Now there are so many ways that you can increase your income. There's so many blogs and whatnot about side hustles, creating side hustles. I'm actually probably going to do a video on increasing your income very soon. So whenever I make that video, go ahead and check it out. But yes, increase your income, whether you get another job, a side hustle, start a business, you know, there's so many things. Tip number 6 is to open an online savings account. Why an online savings account? Well, because usually their interest rates are a lot higher than our big business banks, such as Bank of America, Chase, etc. You know them. So, just to give you a little bit of an example, Ally Bank, which is an online bank, you can get an online savings account, they are currently paying 1% interest. Now, I know you may say, oh, that's not a lot of interest, but here's the catch. Bank of America is paying you 0.01% interest. So, say you have $1,000, you might as well get 1% interest on that $1,000 versus 0.01%. So, open an online savings account. There are a host of different banks that you can look into. I just named the one Ally Bank, but yes, open an online savings account. Once you have set up your online savings account, what are you going to do next? Well, you're going to do tip number 7, which is to pay yourself first by setting up automatic reoccurring deposits into that account. Now, how do you do that? Well, there's a variety of ways. You can do it directly through your employer, assuming that you have a 9-to-5, or you can set them up through your bank. So, let's give 2 scenarios. Say you get paid every 2 weeks. You want to save $200 every 2 weeks. What you're going to do is log into your online account at your employer. You're going to log on. You're going to set up the automatic deposits. If that's not an option, you can log into your bank and just set up recurring deposits every 2 weeks. So say every Friday you get your check, you're going to tell your bank to also automatically deposit that $200 into your savings. Moving on to tip number 8. Tip number 8 is to use the envelope method. Now, if you don't know what the envelope method is, it's basically putting a lump sum of cash in an envelope. It could be either in actuality or theoretically, but you're going to take that lump sum of money. That is all you have available for a certain category in your budget, and once that money is used during the month, you cannot spend anything else on that budget category. Okay, so let's give an example. Say you have $200 a month to spend towards entertainment. That includes going out, movies, etc. Back when we could do those things. So, say you have $200. You're going to take that $200 cash, put it into an envelope, and once that money runs out, it's it. You can't go out anymore. You can't do anything else until the following month when your budget starts all over again. Or it doesn't have to be actually an envelope. You could have another account. So say you have another checking account, you deposit your fund money into there, and once that is dwindled, you are done for the month. Moving on to tip number 9, which is so simple. It is to be patient. Yes, we're all trying to save. We're trying to build our emergency fund. We're trying to do this and that, but it's not going to happen overnight. So you just need to be patient and remain consistent. Most importantly, be consistent. Don't beat yourself up. You will get there. You will get to your financial savings goal sooner than later as long as you stay on track. Moving on to our final tip, which is tip number 10. But don't worry, I will also give a bonus one at the end. But for tip number 10 is to celebrate small wins. Yes, definitely celebrate those milestones. So when you save your first $500, your first $1,000, your first $5,000, definitely celebrate those small wins. Now, when I say celebrate, it's up to you how you want to do that, but definitely do not dip into the money that you work so hard to save. I'm not telling you to save $500 and then go spend it on shoes. That is not what we're saying to do. I'm just saying celebrate small wins. So say you save $1,000 and you want a massage. Go get that massage. Don't tap into that $1,000 because it's not an emergency, but go ahead and get that massage or whatever it is that you want to do. Alright, so here is my last and actual final tip, which is a bonus tip. Aim to save 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Depending on your situation, like if you're a freelancer, you should actually strive to save even more. Now, I know you're saying 3 months is a lot of money or whatever the case may be. So, you should first aim to save at least $1,000. Did you know the average American cannot cover a $400 emergency? $400, y'all. Like, if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what does. Like, and if it doesn't scare you, get your priorities right, because we should all be able to cover a $400 emergency. I'm just saying. So, Yes, if you do not currently have a savings, aspire to save $1,000 first. From there, aim to save a month to 2 months to 3. That's what we're gonna do, okay? So just take it in baby steps. You will get there. It'll be fine. Alright, y'all, there you have it. That is my top 10 tips plus a bonus one. So really 11 tips on how to save money. If you have any tips that I didn't mention, please comment those below. Also, let me know if you've implemented any of the things that I said in this video. If you thought this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe, like, all those things. And until next time, see you later.